Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing my 198th Mezco Toyz 112 Collective action figure review, this time being of Bartholomew Vex. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcasing your standard Mezco box with some great imagery of Bartholomew. And if we turn the box around, we get some more great imagery of Vex. So with the box out of the way, let's go ahead and crack this figure open and let him breathe. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Bartholomew Vex. Now a lot of people have been anticipating this figure. To be honest, whatever. He's a goat dude in like some pilgrim clothing. Okay, I mean, I guess it appeals to people. For me, I just don't really care all that much. I'm not sure why. He just doesn't really do it for me in that, the whole theming and things like that. I don't know. That's just me, but I'm going to try and just judge this figure for what it is, and it's still a really cool figure. First of all, I love the soft goods on this thing. You know, the very long coat, you got the vest in there, the collared shirt with a little tuft in the collar there. His capri pants look really nice. The socks here are sewn to the pants, so those are kind of one big piece. The shoes look very nice. I actually really do like those giant buckles right there. Again, the very long coat. There is a bendy wire here at the bottom of that, so you can pose his coat around. I do love the soft goods, man. They are just so nicely done. Damn, in my opinion, no other company touches Mezco when it comes to soft goods. It's just not gonna happen, dude. But then you got things like the rings on the fingers there, which I think look really nice. And his nice goat hands with the 4 fingers just look really, really good. I love that. And since this thing is like mostly black, man, it is attracting dust like a mofo. So I've noticed as I've been messing around with it, I really gotta like constantly dust it off. So I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, you know what I mean? But still, you know, very cool looking figure. I just don't care about the character. That's simple as that. So moving on to accessories, we of course do get the circular base stand here with the Bartholomew Vex logo on the center. It looks really nice. And then we do get the clear articulated arm. We also do get a bunch of interchangeable hands. Now, the one thing I'm noticing, this guy comes with 0 closed-fisted hands. Okay, that's weird. I guess he doesn't throw any punches, but still, like, I think it'd be cool if we actually got closed-fisted hands, just because, like, why not? Maybe want to pose. I don't know. That actually weirds me out that he doesn't come with any. But the hands that we do get are really nice. You can see the difference between the right hand and the left hand, where the left hand does have those different rings. So you got open palm hands and different types of gripping hands and even a pointing hand. Those all, again, look really, really nice. But then we get to just a bunch of crazy accessories and effect pieces and things like that. So first of all, he does come with this little goblet right here, which I think looks really cool. You got some liquid inside there. I do love how that turns out with the nice gold and a little bit of green. That's really cool. And I'm assuming he's drinking whatever this is, this whiskey bourbon thing. I don't know, but it looks cool. I'm always down for having accessories like this. I love these things. These come in handy, not just with the figure they come with, but pretty much any figure in this scale. So I do dig that a lot. He also comes with this like crazy voodoo hand. I don't know what this is, but it looks so dope. And you got like little eyeballs tied to the top of it. It looks really gnarly. So that's really cool. I love, again, all these little trinkets. You do get this knife here. I don't know what this knife is. I don't know if that's supposed to be a bone or some sort, or I don't know, or just a carving, excuse me. But again, that looks really nice as well. We also do get whatever the hell this is. This stick with like, I don't know if that's supposed to be intestines or something, or is that a creature? I don't know, but it looks cool, and I love the paint of that. This also has this effect piece, let me flip that around, that you could attach to it like that. I think that looks really cool too. And again, the accessories, man, Mezco always does great accessories, especially when it comes to effect pieces and things like that. I don't know what this is. I don't care, but I really, really enjoy it, so I'm really happy with that. We also get these really cool effect pieces like this. There's this crazy gnarly looking, you know, glowy thingy with another goat hand on there with a third eye. This does have a magnet feature. That is because it is just meant to attach to the top of any of the heads, as they do have magnetic abilities as well. And I think that looks cool, man. That's a really nice purple. The sculpt of that is really good. Again, Mezco really does their effect piece as well. So I do enjoy that. We also do get this one right here with this crazy starro eye thing, which looks awesome as well. This also, again, does have that magnetic feature where you could pop it on the head and it looks like it's projecting from the head. Again, that's so dope, dude. I love that a lot. But what's really cool about this one, if you have this like kind of like open kind of gripping hand, there is little ports for the fingers on this one, this effect piece, so where you can actually make it look, let's see if I could do that on here. Man, that's not working like that. Oh, there you go. So it can make it look like he's actually shooting the effect out of his hand. I think that's awesome. And I don't have that in right. I don't think I have that in right at all, actually. Oh, there it is. It was positioned wrong. But there you go. That looks a lot better. So that's really cool too, man. He gets some really cool poses, like he's shooting that star out there. I love that quite a bit, man. They did a great job with that piece. Next up, we do get a good amount of interchangeable heads, which I do appreciate always. So we do got 3 versions of the goat head. So you got the more standard stoic head, which looks really nice. Again, I love the glossy eyes, the slightly lighter dark of the actual face itself. Then they got the glossiness of the eyes and the horns. I think it looks really, really good. Then you got a more angry, more action head like that with the teeth showing, the open mouth. I think that looks awesome as well. But probably my favorite head is going to be that laughing head. I just think that works out so good. Even things like, I'm going to show this real quick. So even with like the ears, like look how the ears droop down on this one, but the ears are completely flared up over here. I just think that's really cool attention to detail, because I think they could have left the ears down like this, but this just adds so much more expression, and I love the laughing head. I just think that looks really, really good, man. So that's a lot of fun. But we're gonna go ahead and pop off this head along with this neck piece, because Mezco went the extra mile and gave us almost like a completely different character, and I think I like this more. So we're gonna take this kind of like furry collar piece, and we're going to put that around there, because we actually get a vulture head, which is freaking awesome, dude. Now, I think for me, I like this a lot better. I might display him like this with the vulture head, just because I've always loved vultures, and this is a really fantastic sculpt that looks so dark and dirty and worn and evil, and oh my god, that looks so good. But they kept going with that, so we're going to pop the head off. And then they gave us this freaking monstrosity of a head. Oh, dude, look at that. That looks so gnarly. Oh my god, it is just like terraforming. The beak just splits open and these tendrils come out. And then you see, I don't know, there's like an eyeball right there. I mean, that is crazy, dude. What a gnarly looking piece. But again, it does not end there. We're going to go ahead and pop off the left hand right here. Well, that is really super tight. And then they gave us this hand right here, if I can get that on there properly, to kind of like go with this motif of the beak and the vultureness. With this hand, you can see the rings on the hand right there. Again, giving that same like tendril vibe and just looking really gross and gnarly. I think this is more my vibe than any of the goat stuff. That just looks way crazier, man. Oh my god, such a good looking piece. Now the last accessory we get is this thing. I like to call him Slugsworth. I don't know why I think that works. I don't know if he even has a real name. Probably does. I just didn't pay attention. But he's a freaking slug dude. That's also a like carrying case, a briefcase of some sort, a bag, like a medical bag. I don't know. But dude, he's awesome. Like, I love this thing. Obviously, it looks really good. The paint and detail on that looks so... Look how much paint is actually on that. You know, just a flat bottom, nothing crazy. But he's a slug who's also a carrying bag, so I'm down for that. The worn leather looks really good. All the paint detail on the rivets and things like that of the bag. The gold here, the handles, all look really great. I do dig that quite a bit. This does have a little latch you can just pull off, and you can actually open it like that. There is nothing inside the bag, you know what I mean? But, I mean, if you want to take like that voodoo hand, you could take the knife, you could take that stick thingy right there. He has to pack his booze, so we could put his booze in there. I mean, why not throw in the chalice as well? We can close that up, and it will latch on like that. And again, even has a handle there so he can carry it. But that's just a really cool accessory, dude. I love this. It is just, that's the weird stuff I like. It works for me. That's just a really fun addition to this figure. So real quick, I wanted to do some just some head swaps here because again, I do like the soft goods of this a lot. So I'm gonna pop this off. So I'm gonna start off with a black Gomez head because I think that actually looks kind of cool. And it goes, you can switch out the hands to whatever you want. But that looks awesome, dude. I love the way this looks. So maybe this can be my, you know, Pilgrim Gomez at some point if I want to do that. That's actually a really good idea. Now that I'm thinking about that, maybe for next year's Thanksgiving, I don't know, I'll find a hat from and everything. So that looks really cool. So I dig that one a lot. I took one of the Doc Nocturnal heads, the skull heads. I think that looks really cool too. I do like that. The head will not, or the mouth will not open because the neck here is too thick. So you can probably switch out the neck if you want it to. So I do like that. Then probably one of my favorites is the black skull head like that with the green eyes. That looks awesome. And again, this thing just attracts dust, dude. Wow. But that looks really cool too, dude. So I don't know. If you're not into like the whole theme of this character, I do again love the soft goods and just the body itself and things like that. It makes for one figure that's like really good for, you know, part swaps and customizing and things like that. I really like this figure for that alone. So now let's go ahead and run down the articulation. So the head and the neck are on ball pegs, so those roll around very nicely. A lot of good motion there. Does turn left and right, up and down quite a bit. That's really nice. And then wobble side to side. Arms can go all the way up, down, up and out about that far. Can rotate at the shoulder there. We do have a double jointed elbow. That works out really nice. Rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a double ball peg going into the chest and one into the crotch area. So that rolls around, does turn left and right, pivot side to side, and crunches back and forth very nicely. Hips can go up that far, back not so much, splits out about that far, rotation at upper thigh, double jointed knees where he can kick himself in his own butt. Let's see, then ankles are on ball pegs, so those roll around, rotate up and down, a very little ankle rocker. You know, so overall, this is a cool character. I think, you know, he's not for me. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't do it for me. But I think he's cool, and I think a lot of people are going to very much enjoy him. I do like the vulture head a lot more. Again, I might use this for a customized figure, you know, some popping and swapping and do some things with it. But I love the effect pieces. All the things that he does come with are freaking rad. So if you're into this, I think you will love him. I think you'll enjoy him. So if you like all that stuff, then I think he'd definitely be a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and Mafex Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a 112 Collective Atticus Doom and Gomez. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of Bartholomew Vex. Now overall, I think this is a pretty cool figure. Again, I have no real attachment to it, so I really don't care all that much, honestly. But I still do appreciate the figure for what it is. I do love the different goat heads, especially that laughing head. That thing is hilarious. I love how that turned out. Again, even with the minor details of the ears being pointed up, I love that a lot. But I really genuinely do like the soft goods. Those are super well done. Again, I really see this figure as being something that a lot of people are going to customize or swap parts with and things like that and make some other type of figure. Again, I'm thinking about making a Pilgrim Gomez for next year. I think that would be really rad. So, and the articulation also works very, very well, but I also really like the different effect pieces, especially the magnetic ones. Those are super awesome. And I really like the snail bag. I think that thing is genius and weird. That really hits me. I love that piece a lot. But I think my favorite things are going to be the vulture heads. I love that. I like a vulture character more than I do a goat character. Those are super well done, especially when you add the one with the split beak and the tendrils coming out and adding that hand attachment with the tendrils coming out. That thing is really gross and so gnarly. And honestly, doesn't it look just like your mom? But seriously, that is a badass looking attachment to this figure. It really makes it stand out as something special for me personally. So again, I may not be attached to the character all that much, I really don't care, but this is still a really rad figure, and I think he would look great in any of your Mezco collections. So be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.